Hey guys, in today's content we're going to talk about BTC and Ethereum. We're going to start off with Ethereum. Current price of Ethereum just about 250. We just got a massive drop from like almost 280 all the way down to like a roughly around like a 240 range, right? So that was a massive dump. BTC also took a 1,000-point dump. We're going to talk about BTC, very critical, right? So but Ethereum, even though like we just took a massive dump, we're still looking very aggressive in terms of weekly time frame and in terms of monthly time frame. We're gonna take a look at the monthly time frame also and take a look at the support and resistance area. We need to basically pay clear attention. As you can see it on the screen, we basically resistance for Ethereum going to be like a just about $290 to $300 range, and support going to be like a just about 226. But we're going to take a look at the support level on the lower degree. On the weekly time frame, support level we need to be paying attention going to be like the weekly 100 EMA, just about like a 226. As you can see it, basically as not as we broke it, we basically went pretty aggressive above this weekly 100 EMA. You can see the same thing happened before and then we got rejected. So we're most likely going to, with a very high probability, the bulls, okay, could be losing like a steam and let price drop below, not below, but just about this area of 100 EMA, at least for the short term. On the monthly time frame, we gotta be able to try to close above 289 to 291 range. As you can see, like as soon as we jump back above this monthly 21 EMA, price just went crazy. Okay, so price just went crazy, and then we could not close above this area of just about 293. You can see it on Poloniex, right? Very important area. Back in like June 2019, we could not close above it. You can see July we basically took a big dump, right? Back in July 2019. So we just came back to the same price area. So we just got to be able to close within the next few months above like a above 291 to 300 range. It'll be very bullish. Okay, so as we said on the weekly time frame before, we said exactly if Ethereum is Ethereum managed to close above the weekly 25 MA, which is like this blue line, it is going to be very bullish. So we closed above like a 169, 179, and then we targeted like a 225, 224. We hit 225, 224, and then targeted like a 285 to 279, and hit 279 to 285, but we could not break a 291, right? So it is going to be very critical. So let's take a look at Ethereum on the lower degree. The lower degree is very fun. Okay, it's very fun for Ethereum. So as you can see on the lower degree, I like the 12-hour time frame. In our premium member, we said it last night, couple of days ago, right before the drop. We said exactly this move, okay, it is most likely going to drop. Okay, it is the probability of Ethereum dropping, okay, is very high. But the thing is, Ethereum was bearish but BTC was bullish, so we just needed to basically pay clear attention, at least like for Ethereum, for a possible fake out to the upside before the drop. Reason why we did not short Ethereum but we shorted BTC, just about like a 10.2. We're going to talk about BTC, right? 10.2 to 10.3. We took a nice short all the way down to 96, and price drop all the way down to basically 92, 93 range, right? 9200 to 93 range. So on a lower degree, it is not bad at all. Like if you understand Elliott wave, you can see that's a three-way move. Okay, but the degree of this three-way move can change. Okay, that's a big question. So what type of correction we could be getting? This correction could be a simple ABC, could be an ABC correction, or it could be a WXY correction. What I mean by that, right? We could get just an 1, 2, 3 ABC, normal ABC correction, or we could get a possible W, X, and Y. What I mean by W, X, Y, we could get this move, right? This could be a three-way move down, another three-way move up, and another three-way move down in this area. So we just have to be very cautious. Like even though I'm looking for a possible support just about 230 range to 226 and another push to the upside, that second leg to the upside up to like a 280 to 290 range could get rejected, and another retest of like a low $200 range. So it is a possibility. We need to pay attention clearly, because we basically we basically, you know, push to the upside almost like, let's check it from swing low to swing high. It is over like 150% move, right? So 150% move, it is going to require a big correction. It's not going to require like I wouldn't expect like Ethereum just to correct like in 2 to 3 days or 1 week correction. I'm expecting at least a 2 to 3 weeks correction from Ethereum. If we get that type of correction, volatility is going to be very high for Ethereum. But you know, the bulls and bears, basically they're going to love it, because if you understand what's going on, you're definitely going to be taking advantage of the current price action, right? So pay attention to the also at the same time, pay attention to your 12-hour 100 EMA current at $200. Okay, we could wick down to $200, but at the same time we also got a nice support just about this area of 240. Let's say 240 down to like a 214 range. Okay, so 240 to 214 range, so going to be a nice area to be paying attention, at least for the short term. This could either be the 335, it could be 3 and then 1 2 3 4 5 down. This could just, you know, finish up the flat correction you're looking for, or it could be just like I said, right, it could be the WXY correction where we're going to need like another push to the upside, right? So this move, okay, so either way you look at it, we're going to push back up. Okay, we could be retesting 275 to 295 range. So after this after the next drop, right? So price is dropping as I'm recording the video. Current price like a 247, most likely BTC going to be dropping, right? So let's take a look at Ethereum on the 4-hour time frame, see if we can find any possible support. Yes, we got a support on the 4-hour time frame, but recently the 4-hour time frame, even on BTC, hasn't been holding very strong. So we're just gonna focus on the 6-hour time frame. 6-hour time frame, it is just about 230. Okay, just about 230. So this move can drop all the way down to 230 range, which is what we just talked about, right, before another possible push to the upside. So I would not be shorting Ethereum if we drop down to like a just about 230 range to 228. Price doesn't have to be accurate, right? So just keep that in mind. Another thing you guys have to pay attention, also volume is decreasing, and take a look at it. I love when BTC is giving me flat correction and volume is decreasing. What is it telling you? The next move going to be very beautiful. Okay, we're going to get a very beautiful move. This move could be, okay, it's not guaranteed we're going to get it, right? So but if we get it, I'm looking for 0.618. I'm going to be very aggressive. Okay, 0.618 to 0.786, which could be just about this area, not you right there, 276 to 266. Okay, but we assuming so we assuming like if we're gonna drop down to 230. Okay, if we drop down to 230, swing low to swing high, 0.786 going to be 278, 0.618 going to be 266. Okay, Ethereum is looking very, very beautiful. Nice price action to be traded. Okay, so at least for the short term. So now let's move on to BTC. So actually BTC is dropping now 95.41. Just about I think it Bitstamp. Okay, on Bitstamp. So BTC, I love the 6-hour and 12-hour time frame. As you guys can see, right, I said it multiple times, pay attention to your 6-hour time frame. Okay, so if we lose this 6-hour time frame, next area to be paying attention to, it is going to be your 12-hour time frame, right? 12-hour support going to be just about 91.30. If you watch my previous updates, I said it multiple times. Okay, if we lose basically a 94 to 9500 range, next support going to be where? Going to be low 9k area. So I don't think we're going to get a nasty sell-off all the way down to like a 82 to 8500 range. Within this drop, we're most likely going to get a support just about like a 89.50, 89.80, all the way up to like just about like a 91.30 right range. So pay clear attention, because most, I don't expect price to get a nice support in this area, like without price like a weekend down. That's why I'm giving like a 8900 range to be able to basically give us a possible support to the upside, right? So in terms of wave analysis, what I'm looking for BTC is pretty simple, right? Very simple wave analysis. So I'm just looking for this 1, 2, 3 move down, right? So but the thing is, sometimes this 3-wave move down BTC is very funny. Okay, it can give you it can give you this one wave down. Let me change the color, and then we could get another possible three-way move up. Okay, we could get this way move up before getting this leg down. Okay, but if we get this leg down, it means, right, what does it mean? It means we're not going to get support from this 12-hour 100 EMA. We're most likely going to break it, so we're going to have to move to the basically 1 hour, you know, not 1 hour, but you know, daily 100 EMA. Daily 100 EMA currently just about 8700. Okay, 87, it's not going to stay at 87 forever. Okay, 87 is going to be moving within the next few days up to like 8800 range. So we could look for this possible setup for BTC for a possible, you know, push to the upside. So I would be very careful like a shorting BTC without a stop loss. So if you're shorting BTC, you gotta be able to put a stop loss. Otherwise, you know, it could pump back up to like a 10-1, 10-2 area before dropping all the way down to like a, you know, roughly around like a 89 to 8700 range, right? So let's keep that in mind, right? So at the same time, if you take a look at it in terms of retracement, we already retested 236, right? As you can see, we retested 236. So next area to look for, just in terms of Elliott wave, not Elliott wave, but in terms of fib retracement, it is going to be 236. It is going to be basically 382. Okay, we already retested 236. So most likely scenario going to be 8700 range, which is going to be just about like a, you know, 382 range, which is a, you know, just like I said, right, 8700 range, right? So let's keep that in mind. So either way we look at it, right, it is telling us, okay, we most likely going to be dropped. The way we're going to dropping, it is just, you know, it is just could be very complicated, but most likely we could be retesting 8700 range before basically try to push back up to 0.618, 0.786 before looking for this move. Okay, if we're gonna get this move, it's gonna be very beautiful because we could be looking for another leg up to the upside, right? It might not play out perfectly like this, but in terms of price action, we could be seeing like a high volatility, right? So that's all I wanted to cover regarding BTC. So let's take a look at the weekly time frame. So weekly time frame, we're still looking okay. So you can see the weekly 21 EMA could be, you know, could be our next best support in terms of bullishness, because the weekly, as long as we stay above like a, you know, 87 to 88 range, we could still like a push to the upside and retest like 11-12k, right? So but if we lose like a 87, guys, 8200 going to be our basically last chance for this bull run. Okay, if like we're in a bull run, like I said, I'm still bearish until we break 12k. So I'm trying to give BTC like a chance to break 12k. But if we lose the 21, EMA, we're gonna be in serious basically trouble. Okay, so we do not want to lose a 21 EMA because we're gonna have to deal with, you know, 77, 75, 82 range, and I don't think, okay, I do not think you know, if we lose like a 8700 range, even like 6k gonna hold, right? But we're gonna see, at least for the short term, that's what I see, you know, in terms of price action and charting, right? So let's pay attention to the weekly 21 EMA, right? Monthly time frame, you know, another bearish setup. Okay, bulls are basically managing to basically to complete, right, at least for the short term. We don't want to close below 9k before end of the month. All right, so I said it multiple times. We do not want to close below 9k before end of the month, right? Even closing just about 95 to 96 range by February 28th, it is going to be great. Okay, in terms of bullishness, right? We're going to be okay, right? If we're looking forward to retest 11-12k, but if we close below 9k, that's it, guys. We most likely, okay, with a very high probability, it could be it, and then we could be looking for lower numbers, and we're going to talk about those lower numbers, you know, as soon as we basically close the monthly candle, right? So at least for the short term, that's what I see, you know, in terms of price action. So now we're going to move on to like a BTC dominance, right? Let's see. So Bitcoin dominance, right? So as you can see, that's a monthly time frame. So but let's take a look at on the weekly basis. So on the weekly basis, right, Bitcoin dominance is actually still bullish, right? So it depends how you want to count it, right? Depend how you want to count it, but I don't need this one. Let me remove you. Okay, so you can see the Bitcoin dominance. We already got 5-way structure, but it is not guaranteed, right? 1, 2, you got, you could say this is 3, right? But you could also say like we need like another wave up. Okay, let's say we still haven't completed a wave number 3, right? And then we're going to look for wave number 4 and wave number 5 to the upside, right? So this means, okay, the BTC dominance could go all the way back up to like a 90%. Most people are not even paying attention to that, right? So when I was saying Bitcoin dominance is going to go above like a, you know, 70 to 100 range, that was like last year March, right? And I was saying like Bitcoin dominance that time was like roughly around like a 53, and I was saying like a BTC dominance gonna pull back up to like a 0.618, right? So that was like long time ago. Okay, so we pulled back up to 0.618, and then we still haven't retested like just about like a 0.76, which is almost like over 80%, right? So, and we could be looking for a double top. Most people are not paying attention to a possible double top for BTC dominance, right? But let's take a look at it, right? So we could assume, right, in terms of like a bearishness for alt, okay, we could assume like this is wave number 1, 2, and then that's wave number 3, 4, and then we could be getting wave number 5 up there just to complete like wave number, you know, wave number 5 of wave 3, right? Before basically correcting down again and looking for wave number, you know, the actual wave number 5 before a final drop. So this is a plausible scenario. It is very bearish, and it could take like another, you know, 18 to 36 months basically to just like go all the way up to like a 90%, right? So it could mean like most alt could be dying within the next 2 to 3 years, right? But that's very severe. So let's take a look at the bullish setup, right? If you take a look at the bullish setup, which is still bearish for the short term, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So the bullish setup means like you know, we're already done with our 5-wave structure to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we looking for? We're looking for a possible correction all the way down, but this correction is not going to be a linear wave, because you know market doesn't move like a, you know, it doesn't move like in a linear fashion like this, right? Most of the time you're going to get something like that, right? So at least for the short term we can anticipate, okay, we got 3-way move down. What are we expecting? We're expecting another pullback. This pullback can either break this area of a 73. It doesn't really matter. We just want to see a pullback before getting this wave move down. Okay, this move can either be 3 or 5 wave, but it is too early to basically talk about this move basically before pushing back up and basically capitulating down. At least for the short term, that's what I see in terms of like a price action. BTC dominance, right, most likely going to give us another pullback, right? So if you're not ready, if you're not basically ready for this pullback, you're most likely going to be holding most alt, right? But you can see the weekly 100 EMA is supporting the price for the BTC dominance, right? And we got clear evidence. You can see like we got massive resistance, massive resistance, massive resistance. What do you expect right now? Support. Okay, we just have to expect a beautiful support. And at the same time, you can see your volume is selling pressure is increasing. All of a sudden we get a capitulation move. That's the biggest selling pressure in terms of BTC dominance on the weekly basis. So it is basically giving us like a the end of the trend. That's the highest volume while we're dropping. It means like the trend is about to be over. Okay, we're most likely going to reverse and look for the other direction, which is all the way up to like over 70% move, okay, 69 to 72 range. So at least for the short term, BTC is going to be looking very, very, very aggressive. It doesn't matter whether we drop, right? BTC dominance doesn't care about like the price of BTC, because BTC can be dropping, right? BTC can be dropping, right? And alt can drop also faster than BTC, and BTC can be going up, right? Let's say BTC is going up. Okay, let's say BTC is now going up, right? BTC is going up. Alt can be what? Going down, going way down, right? That's an ugly down, but you know what I mean, right? So alt can be going down. So it doesn't matter how you look at it. BTC can go up and alt can go down. BTC can go down and alt can go even down. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. But let's take a look at it on the 3-day chart, which is very convincing at the same time. If you take a look at the volume we got on the 3-day chart, even though we broke the 100 EMA on the 3-day chart, which was acting as a massive support over the last few weeks before we dropped. But you can see the volume we got, it is big. Okay, it is a very big volume. Okay, I'm still expecting another push, a possible drop to the downside, and then complete this move to the upside. So alt could be suffering within the next like few weeks. But what does it mean in terms of price action? So it means BTC has to be correcting. Okay, it has to be correcting in terms of price action. BTC has to be going up and down, and then alt going to be losing value, and BTC dominance is going to be going up. So we just have to pay that. We just have to pay clear attention within the next few weeks. BTC dominance going to the upside, right? Pushing to the upside. It could take like 6 weeks, guys. It could take like not 6 weeks, but 6 months. Because you gotta remember, we started dropping since like September, all the way down to like a February. So that's over like a 4 month, right? So it could take another 2 months actually to go to the upside, and then retest like a 70%, 72%, because most of the time these moves they are very impulse, right? It could be 2 impulse wave, one small correction and another very fast move. Okay, it might not be that choppy. It could be it could take like just about like 2 months or something like that. So at least for the short term, that's what I'm expecting. And then we could get this drop down all the way down to a certain area, but we're going to talk about that later. That's too early. So let's just focus on a possible pullback for BTC dominance within the next few months, all the way up to like 70% to 80%, and a possible fifth wave all the way up to 9K, right? That's the most bearish scenario for alt. Most bearish scenario for alt is for BTC basically to give us another leg all the way up, okay, wave number 5 to like a 90% dominance, right? So guys, that's all I wanted to cover today. If you're new to the content, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the likes. Don't forget to join our public Telegram group, link in the description. If you want to upgrade to our premium member for price analysis, daily target, we talk about XRP, Ethereum, EOS. We also talk about Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, and many alt. Okay, so make sure basically to join our premium member, and at the same time join our public Telegram group for this daily analysis, right? Thanks a lot for watching. Be safe out there.